Hey stunning people, my name is Beane and welcome to the Salt Lick Sessions. When I try to define what an artist is, I am always reminded of our next guest. I can't wait for you to hear her. This is Miette Hope.
Kiss me out on the bearded barley nightly, beside the green, green grass. Bring that swinging step. You wear your shoes and I will wear that dress. So kiss me out in the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Raise your open hands, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling, so kiss me. Kiss me under the broken tree house. Lead me out on its swinging tire. Bring your forward head. We'll take the trail mapped on your father's map. Oh, kiss me out in the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Raise your open hands, strike up the bed and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling, so kiss me. Kiss me out on the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Raise your open hands, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling, so kiss me. Kiss me. So kiss me.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you making the time this morning.
Yeah, bright and early.
Bright and early, but you would never be able to tell. You just sound as good as you always have.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And I have to say, I have a personal interest in this session because I've looked up to you since like my freshman year of college.
Oh.
Watching you like just ethereally floating around the calf, getting whatever we got, our fruit platters and chicken nuggets and whatever.
Right.
And just being so into everything that you do, always.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That means the world.
Yeah, of
Thank
course.
you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Colorado.
Colorado
Springs, yep.
Ah, interesting. Is there much of a scene in Colorado for what you do?
The scene in Colorado, at least in my hometown, is more of a bluegrass folk kind of scene. But those are my roots, you know. I kind of started out just playing sad folk songs on my acoustic guitar, and my mom was in a folk band, and I sang background and played ukulele in her band, and so that's kind of really where my roots are. And I feel like even with like all the electronic production on my music now, like when you strip it down, it still could feel like a folk song, you know?
Totally. Even hearing you today just do the guitar vocal stuff, it's so refreshing. The production value of the music you put out is top notch.
Thank you so
right?
much.
But it says a lot that when you strip the song way back, it's still such a solid song.
Right.
You know, it's
Thank
just,
you.
it's great. Yeah, and I have so much respect for that. I
Thanks.
think there's a lot of like pop songs these days that if you strip them down, it'd be like, I don't know about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like all about the production.
All about the production, right? So the blend that you have of the two is really, really interesting.
Thank you.
Was your mom's band? Did they do original songs?
Yeah.
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 Ah, interesting.
So my mom has always kind of been a musician. She was playing in a band when she was pregnant with me.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
So I feel like it
Literally
just kind of,
born for it.
yeah, it just kind of got like ingrained in me, like even in the womb.
Yeah. Totally.
So yeah, music has always been a part of my life, and I would like go to a friend's house and be like, "Where is the piano? Like, where are the instruments?" Because I
Right.
thought it was just normal. I thought every household had music. But yeah, I feel really blessed to have kind of been brought up in that way.
What would you
Yeah.
say are some of the artists and like songs that really resonated with you when you were younger?
Yeah, my parents listened to like a really wide range of music. I remember listening to Leonard Cohen a lot. His songwriting is absolutely incredible. We listened to artists like Joanna Newsom, Rufus Wainwright, Elliott Smith. So I really got a lot of like, I guess like songwriting knowledge from like the greats.
I'd say.
Yeah, but then we listened to a lot of like indie bands that were cool at the time, like The National, The Decemberists, Fleet Foxes, Bon Iver. So it was kind of like a wide range of stuff that was getting played in my household. But I think it all had an impact on me.
Totally. I'd say all the artists that you just listed as well seem to be very singular and kind of
Yeah.
in their own lanes with what they do,
Absolutely.
which I'd say is also the case for you. Very
Oh.
much so, you know? It's a very
True.
unique blend of, that's just kind of uniquely Miette, you know? Which is
Thank
just
you.
wonderful. Yeah.
Thank
I
you,
can sit here
that's
and
so
gas you up
sweet.
all day. Yeah, we can do that. I'm a gas station. You can call me Sunoco. It's great. Yeah, it's good.
I love it.
It was Kiss Me a song that you listened to when you were growing up?
Yeah, definitely. It feels so nostalgic for me. Listening to that song and performing it, it really reminds me of like the first house that I lived in, and we had like a big cherry tree in the yard, and I remember just like running around the yard. It just makes me think of like being a little girl and kind of being so entranced by like nature and being outside. And yeah, when I was talking to you guys about the song earlier, as I was learning the lyrics to the song, I realized, you know, the lyricist really talks about the moon so much in this song, and I think it's kind of like a love song to the moon more than anything else, you know.
I love that. When you write your own music, do you like what's your typical approach? Do you write from? Are you a big love writer? Are you a romantic? I feel like a lot of us are romantics, but what like do you write love songs to the moon, or is your subject matter normally more personal?
I'd say I really write about like the human condition, and
Lots to
yeah,
talk about.
yeah, and I think music is really healing for me, you know. And say I'm going through a heartbreak, I'll definitely write a song about it, but I'm not just going to write a love song to write a love song.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, so I'd say really where I gather my inspiration from is probably, you know, going through hardship, you know. The EP that I released in 2019 is all about grief, and kind of explores my processing of losing my father as a teen, and that was the first like full project that I released, rather than just like singles. And it felt really meaningful to do that because losing my father was just a huge part of my story, and something that I really felt needed more than one song to, you know, really express. So, yeah, I think a lot of my songs talk about hard stuff, and I think, you know, I was given a gift of being able to perform and write music, which not all people have the ability to do, but I think with that gift comes a responsibility. And for me, that responsibility is turning painful things into something that's digestible and something that could be even beautiful. For people who have maybe been through something similar but don't have an outlet to express that, you know, I would hope that they, you know, could find my songs and connect to them and feel like, you know, they're understood.
Totally. Your own vulnerability and fearlessness in that is so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
It is. And it's very much appreciated, I think, for anybody out there who resonates with that story. Or even like hasn't gone through it but can still empathize with what you've been through.
Right.
That's definitely not easy to
Yeah.
do. I think there's definitely an absurdity that comes with artists who take their grief and repackage it in such a public way, even though it's still so personal.
Right.
Was that difficult to kind of lay it all out there?
I think the most difficult thing for me was I decided to accompany the EP with like 3-part music video, so essentially like a short film.
They're so good.
Thank you. So that I think was one of the toughest things because I had multiple roles on set, acting, co-producing and co-directing. So I think like that was a lot to take on. When I was putting it out, I was pretty much detached from it. I was just like, okay, here you
Let it
go,
go.
fly, little bird, you know, just letting it out into the world. And at that point, I had just put so much into it that I was just like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I've known you, you have never shied away from wearing all the hats.
Yeah.
If something needs done in your project, you're not really an outsourcer. You're a big, no, I got it, you know?
Yeah.
And does that get exhausting?
Absolutely. I think I'm a little bit of a control freak, and it's hard for me to like pass the baton. Just because usually when I'm kind of crafting something, I know exactly what I want, and I would love to just have the skill set and the time and the energy to do all of it because I know what I want. And I think it's just a matter of like trust as well. And I also have trust issues. So yeah, just like really finding someone who I can trust with my vision, which, you know, I think Juan, who's one of my main collaborators, who goes by Liza, has done super well. I've started self-producing my own project, but Juan is the one, thank you, Juan is the one who did my EP with me and who now we have a side project together and are continuing to just pump out music together. But he's one of the few people in this world that I've met that I really trust with my vision. And I think he trusts me with his vision. And what happens when we put our brains together is something really magical that I'm really grateful for.
The synergy there is undeniable.
Thank you.
Every time you guys put something out, I always have it on repeat. Always. Like the song on repeat. It's
Yep.
just so good. Oh my God, one of
you.
my absolute favorites.
Yeah,
What
he's
would you
great.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, there you go. What would you say is one of the biggest hardships that you're facing at this point in your career?
I think because I'm now producing, I'm getting a lot more opportunity in like several facets, I guess. So, you know, I'm producing songs for other artists and I'm producing songs for film and TV. And it's really opened my world up and allowed me to stay independent as an artist because I'm working in music and, you know, able to self-fund things by, you know, doing these projects and getting paid for these projects. But I think for me, I still am experiencing a little bit of imposter syndrome as a female producer. There's like so many cool communities for female producers and non-binary producers to come together. One of them being Ebony Smith's Gender Amplified. She is such an inspiring producer, mixer, and she has like a program and community called Gender Amplified, where she brings a bunch of non-binary and female producers together and does like writing camps and forums and stuff. So recently gotten involved with that, and it's been a really cool way to kind of feel that sense of community and kind of break through that imposter syndrome that I was experiencing. Just seeing more people who, you know, look like me doing what I'm doing feels really good, and I can kind of ask questions, and you know, so definitely starting to overcome that. And the more work that I'm doing, and the more, you know, I'm getting hired to do, I'm like, oh, okay, you think I can do this, so I probably can.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can.
Totally.
Yeah, and then I think on top of that, it's like time management and figuring out how to like continue to, you know, serve my artistry while doing these other jobs in music.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. The time management piece.
I know.
Oh, to have a manager to just be like, be here at this time.
Right.
Be here at this time.
Right.
Easy.
Exactly.
It's all on the horizon. There we go. And then last question. What do you think the little you that was running around the cherry tree, what do you think she would think of where you are now?
Oh, I love that question. I think she would be amazed. I think when I'm really hard on myself, and so I really appreciate that, because when I think about what she would think, I know that she would just be in awe, like like getting emotional.
Yeah. That's a hard one.
Yeah, because it's, you know, I'm living my dream. I'm literally living my dream, and I couldn't be more grateful. But I think it's hard to find that gratitude in the day-to-day, like, toughness of this career in this industry. Like, you know, even the wins don't feel like wins when you're in the thick of it.
Totally.
And you're just trying to get to the next thing, and comparing yourself to others and all of that stuff, you know. But when it really comes down to it, like, I know that I'm living my dream, like, in the most amazing city in the world. And, you know, there's nothing else I could really ask for, except for, I guess, just more.
Yeah.
more.
Well, it is always so easy for me to endlessly support you. I've done it for years, and I will do it forever, as long as I have a heartbeat and 2 feet. Or
You're
actually,
so
I don't even
sweet.
need 2 feet, but a heartbeat I do need to do it. Can I hear one of your originals?
Yes, absolutely.
Yay! I'm always here for Miette original. I'm so
Yes.
good. What are you going to do?
I'm going to play a song called Happy People, which I recently released, and it is fully self-produced.
Amazing!
Yeah,
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and the song kind of explores the idea of, like, what happiness really means. Because I think it's something we all talk about, and something we all say we know about, but I think at the end of the day, no one really knows what it is. It's kind of like the looming question.
I can't wait to hear it.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Miette.
much.
Yeah.
Sometimes I spend my days just doing nothing. Oh God, it's such a waste. I could have really been something. I took myself out to a party and I sang happy birthday. Is this what happy people do? Ooh, ooh, I smile and listen even though I'm indifferent. I'll make you think that I've been paying attention. Sit on the sofa and and stifle my boredom with vodka and soda. Is this what happy people do? I leave the house to get a shitty cup of coffee. Dirt in my mouth, I love to poison my body. Turn on the TV just to keep my thoughts from seeping in. Is this what happy people do?
Hey stunning people, it's Beane. Make sure to check out the Salt Lick Sessions YouTube channel and subscribe.